welcome to Shamrock Rovers on TV. Now today I'm a match reaction to Sherbourne 0, Shamrock Rovers 2. Now the champions got their final 3 points of the season to get Rovers invincible, which was it was great to see it really. Rovers, we've done it before in an 18-game season actually. And I'm not surprised, like, everyone's going to have to watch out next season because realistically, who could beat us? I know Bows, Dundalk, Waterford, Sligo, teams like that have great teams, but maybe beating us. But for the title, I don't see any contenders really. Now I'll go over the goals and then I'll talk a bit more further into the game. Jack Byrne's goal was really just Jack Byrne doing Jack Byrne things. I'll talk about Gary Deegan in a bit, but Gary Deegan put some. You could see him trying to kick Jack Byrne a bit when Jack was running, but it was a great finishing off the post. And then Aaron Green's goal was wrapped up the game, I think, because Shelbourne were defending. They were defending well, but then when Rovers got that goal, they didn't really attack loads. There wasn't big chances for them. Their only big chances were corners. But Aaron Green, I think, 56 minutes, you can't say it was secured, but it kind of felt like that. Now, Graham Burke was taken off because he put in kind of a bad challenge and people got a yellow card and got a warning and then a yellow card, and people were putting challenges on him, and when you react to stuff like that, often you get a yellow card, and that was looking like it was going to happen with Graham. Now, I don't think he did loads wrong, but the way he got up and when players are in his face, if he responds, they always give you a yellow card. I didn't say he did anything wrong, but it was right for him to get taken off. Gary Deegan was sent off, and I think that was always coming. If you're Shelbourne, you'd probably take him off because he could be missed now for their playoff game against Longford. Longford are a great team, and they're going to really miss him for that game, and they're going to struggle, I think, without Gary Deegan. Him killed off their main players really. So it was a definite red card, and it was coming for age. So I really think it should have happened a bit more earlier, really. Then near the end, Dan Burns put on a challenge into Danny Lafferty, who had a bit of an argument with Stephen Bradley, and Stephen Bradley was sent to the stands. Now, it was 92 minutes in, it didn't affect anything, but I think it was a bit silly. I don't think it should have happened really. Dan Burns shouldn't have went up to him like that. Maybe he shouldn't have responded, but I don't think Stephen did really much. I think it was a bit unfair on him. Now, I haven't went over the lineup. I'll go there in a second, but I'll talk about it now. It wasn't a full squad, but it wasn't a second team either. Reece Marshall, who could make up the full squad, normally doesn't play, but I would consider him now in a full squad. Dylan Watts makes up a full squad, so like they're all not first team players because sometimes they don't play, but they're well capable of being first team players. So it was a very strong squad. And if you think about it, Rovers have played about 3 games in 9 days, it's very hard really. And when you're running around 90 minutes putting in your all, because these players put in their all, and they were doing really well this game. They were pushing Shelbourne really hard. There was chances where Aaron Green literally ran the whole length of the pitch nearly to get the ball. Same with Sean Kavanagh, players like that. So we did really well. Thinking about that, I know it's a bit of changes, but it wasn't a full change, and each player has played minutes each game. So fair play to all these players. They did really well this game. Did really well against Pats. Did really well against Derry, Harps. Every team we've played this year, we haven't had a bad performance. So these players need to give themselves a big pat on the back. Now let's go for my man of the match. I think I'll probably give it to Jack Byrne. Did very well. Graham Burke did well. Every player I think did well. There's no game where you said he didn't do well. Every player has done well. So I'll give it to Jack Byrne. Smashing goal. Jack Byrne really just doing Jack Byrne things. He's well capable of playing in England, but let's hope we can keep him. Now I will have my season review, and then I'll have my player of the year in a different video, and my young player of the year. So make sure you stay tuned for that. So for the videos, I will have my player of the year and season review and Rovers team of the year and all that. But on my Instagram and Twitter, I will have votes, so you can vote for your player of the year. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below your man of the match. And I'll see y'all next time. Come on the hoops!